Okay, IDubbbz just got exposed in a new content cop video that is absolutely blowing up right now. Now, this was made by a YouTuber who seemingly doesn't even do commentary, at least from looking at his channel. It seems like his first commentary video, and the quality is already better than IDubbbz's content cop on H3. And he basically stays true to the format. He does a bunch of skits, he criticizes IDubbbz in an entertaining way, and he calls out his glaring hypocrisy. So I'm just gonna go over some of the highlights of the video as we do, but definitely go check him out and watch the full video. He put a lot of effort into it. So it starts with the classic IDubbbz type skit.
Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship. Stop it, I'm powerless. No, you have a ton of power. That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate.
What we do here is go back.
Today we're going to be talking about a former great on YouTube that has turned into one of the biggest disingenuous, hypocritical, spineless pussies that I've ever seen on this website. That's right, we're going to be talking about Anissa Jamha's husband, IDubbbz. Oh, come on, Cameroon. You're just mad that IDubbbz doesn't say the naughty slurs anymore. He's very mature now. I think you need to grow up. That actually has nothing to do with it. I honestly could not care less what kind of words he uses in his videos. Also, that maturity narrative is complete bullshit. He does damn near everything that he apologized for to this day.
Okay, first off, facts. IDubbbz is not matured at all. In fact, he's 100 times worse, partnering with terrorist supporters like Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Adolf Piker, and some of the other most vile streamers on the internet. But you guys already know that after watching the Hasan and Friends saga, of course. But I really hate when IDubbbz fans use that as an excuse, like, oh, you're just mad that he doesn't say slurs anymore. What a way to avoid all criticism. Obviously, nobody gives a single shit about the slurs. It's about being funny and logical and actually just not a complete piece of trash, you know? And I like how this guy kept the IDubbbz format. The voice he did was a character from IDubbbz Content Cop as well, and the skit is obviously directly from IDubbbz. So it's nice to see someone sort of metaphorically carry the torch after the OG IDubbbz tragically passed, basically. You'll see later on in the video, he actually does have some funny segments with posters and stuff. Then he talks about the infamous IDubbbz video where he says that he gained empathy and has a new moral code.
To start, let's look at Ian's video, I Miss the Old IDubbbz, and see what his principles are now that he's above his old edgy content.
I have made some cruel, hurtful content. The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop videos. I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on, and I'm not. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32, I've acquired empathy.
So instead of changing your content cop format to not morally grandstand or whatever, you do the same thing, but instead of the use of slurs, you just make a hit piece on your friend of nearly 9 years.
Yeah, it's really odd how IDubbbz claims to be a better person now, but actually just does the same shit, but way worse, backstabbing his friend in the worst way possible. I feel like it's clear that some virus has taken over his mind, whether it's Anissa or politics or Hasan's balls in his mouth. Then he talks about IDubbbz's current content and how boring it is.
This was until 2022 after things began to dwindle for him, as his videos went from well thought out comedy videos or goofy bad unboxing videos to ranking playground equipment. To put it simply, this content is boring and genuinely unfunny.
You can get pretty dangerous with swing sets, especially if you're doing it side by side with another person.
In this video, he basically makes a pseudo content cop on carton arcs. It was very poorly received. It's just very apparent that Ian just doesn't get it.
Yes, it's very easy to call these people unhinged. Another word you can use is disabled. Their brain isn't working like yours or mine. For some people, they feel like they have to answer the door.
What the f? Yes, Ian, responding to someone in public who's talking to you makes you disabled.
Oh my god, what was that? I actually hadn't seen that video. I know that cart narcs are basically like people who confront shoppers who leave their shopping carts in parking lots and they just kind of don't put it back because they're lazy or something. And I think the goal is to sort of like promote the habit of like putting the carts back, obviously, right? But some people might take it too far or harass people or use it for content or whatever, right? I don't know much about the content itself, but is IDubbbz actually arguing arguing that people are mentally disabled because they can't control their emotions and start a fight when you confront them. I feel like that's the dumbest argument ever. I guess Hasan kind of fits that description because he definitely can't control his emotions, as we've seen from my previous 10 videos of him melting down. As for content in general, I just don't know what IDubbbz was thinking. He really decided to take like the most successful series ever, guilt trip himself about it, switch to random shit like raiding playground equipment. Like, bro, that is like watching paint dry. I don't know why he picked something like that. And then he just went back to the series anyways, acting like he's changed, but he just didn't. Anyways, then he calls out Frogan.
On October 7th, after Hamas's attack on an Israeli music festival, Frogan tweeted this.
Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. But as soon as one happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong.
After this quite insensitive tweet, Ethan Klein quietly unfollowed her on Twitter, which caused Frogan to have a giant meltdown. She started tweeting a bunch of shit and crashing out on Discord and went on stream and started throwing shots at Ethan Klein.
If you are so fucking close-minded that you can imagine that the suffering of an Israeli person is valid, then you're lost. And the same goes for Israelis. And again, I say this till I'm blue in the fucking face.
Bro.
It's not wrong to think that a terrorist attack against an innocent group of people is gross, especially while acknowledging the many problems with the Israeli government.
Whoa, watch out, bro. You can't care about human lives equally. Are you kidding me? You're gonna get doxxed by a Hasan fan for saying that. Imagine saying that you should treat human beings equally and care about deaths on both sides and denounce atrocities when they are committed. All these are obviously very controversial statements to the average Hasan group viewer, right? Because for them, you must dehumanize one side, right? Everything is black and white. There's a winner and a loser, evil and good. Nuance is lost completely, right? Otherwise, how can you ever get away with saying grapes never happened and Hamas is actually doing a good thing and the Houthis kidnapping Filipino seafarers is actually somehow a good thing and you support them? Then he talks about Hasan's political coverage.
To briefly summarize Hasan's content, he's an extreme leftist political streamer with breathtaking boots-on-the-ground coverage.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never gonna fucking happen. Like I said, it was never gonna fucking happen. They'll be like, tomorrow, there's a war tomorrow. There's a war tomorrow, there's a war tomorrow, there's a war tomorrow. And the tomorrow never comes. And when there's no war tomorrow, they're like, you're lying. You're lie, dude. It's gonna happen.
He's also grade A at taking criticism.
I believe you've done a couple videos about how dog shit I am, I think.
Did you watch the videos?
No, of course not. I have a policy of not really watching videos such as that one, specifically because it will frustrate me.
I've gotten numb to the criticism. Like, it's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out now.
You want to debate about a video you didn't even watch?
Why? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that was Hasan attempting to debate Willie Mack Show, another commentary guy, obviously, because he refuses to touch anyone actually educated on politics, right? And then he admits he didn't even watch the video, which obviously he did. Hasan watches every single critical video about him, and he cries himself to sleep at night. He's watching this video too, silently, dropping a dislike while jacking off with IDubbbz, typing in the comment section with his alt accounts, and absolutely getting destroyed by you guys just ratioing him or something. And Hasan always does this. He likes to pretend he is above any commentary video or any video at all that doesn't agree with him, right? And it's really funny because his argument falls apart every time. How do you know you disagree with the video if you didn't watch it? How do you know the video is propaganda or cut out of context if you didn't watch it? It's just funny to see him squirm, and then he even gets caught like referencing stuff from the video itself, so it just exposes that he was lying the entire time. Then he talks about bad empanada and how Hasan flipped his mind.
Bad Empanada is a psychopath that nobody, including Hasan, likes.
I'm never gonna watch a Bad Empanada video on the stream. I'm just letting you guys know. You're out of your fucking mind, okay? You think I want him to write like 700 hours worth of new YouTube essays about how I have wronged him? I don't want that. I don't want that at all, okay? He would perhaps benefit tremendously if I did watch his YouTube videos on this channel, but I'm never gonna can do that. I have an official blockade on Bad Empanada videos on this broadcast while I'm live. That's number one. And number two, he's not just mean on Twitter. He is a psychopath. He is not just mean on Twitter. He is the most insane person on Twitter.
That is until Bad Empanada started going batshit crazy towards Ethan Klein. Then Hasan and his orbiters started peddling him constantly.
Oh, dude. Okay, critical support to Bad Empanada has gone up by wide margins now, okay? Oh, dude, Bad Empanada went from bad to good Empanada. Bad empanada went from bad empanada to based empanada.
Yeah, I talked about this a bunch of times, man. This Hasan is such an absolute hypocrite. I feel like if tomorrow Trump came out and said that he hates Ethan Klein, Hasan would next day be the #1 Trump supporter. He'd just be like, oh, well, now I love him. Now I love all his policies. He's just like a flip-flopping hypocrite, man. It's just like, you said Bad Empanada is a psychopath and you can't agree with him and he's a complete like harassing crazy person, and now you just support him because he said something you agree with. It's insane. Then he talks about IDubbbz trying to pretend that he doesn't know why Ethan hates him.
Ethan's upset with, I think, some of our connections.
No, Ian, it's not your connections. It's people you openly call friends. More on this later, but what a cop-out way to phrase this.
We want to stay out of the drama as much as possible. We don't want to pile on.
Oh, is that so?
Obviously, Ethan is rightfully mad that you openly support people that try and take his kids away from him. You criticize him in the worst ways. You're sneak dissing him all over social media, basically just supporting people he disagrees with. You're not slick, IDubbbz. Stop trying to say that you're not in the drama when you plunge right into it. Even now, he'll probably say something like, I was just trying to help Ethan with my content cop video. I'm not in this whole drama. I'm not on anybody's side. Flippin' moron, man. Then we get to another skit part.
Turns out Detective Washburn is no good. We're looking for a police impersonator. This is Bernie Pegasus.
Hold up, Pegasus mentioned. Let's go. We got another fanboys. Okay, I'm kidding, obviously. Pretty sure that's a coincidence because of like the code name or something. But yeah, just gotta address my haters real quick. Pegasus is peak YouTube. I've been saying it for years. They call it slop, but they can't stop watching, baby. We got concise, lovely, hilarious drama updates. All right, we're killing it. Thank you for the support, by the way. I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate you guys. And we are living the dream. All right, it's fun. It's hilarious. We love it.
Stingray, do you come? Sir, have you seen this suspect? No.
Oh my god, we gotta read this. So this is actually a lot of effort for a video. I appreciate this. Ian IDubbbz Joma. Joma Ian, male Caucasian, height 6'2", weight 162, hair shaved, eyes green, last known address Hasan Spiker. Male was observed doing Fortnite dances with 2 white people and 1 black man behind wanted suspect Hasan Spiker. The suspect exhibited behavior typical of someone who'd profit off of a genocide. Okay. The suspect was also engaging in police impersonation. The suspect left the area shortly after his wife engaged in activities with Hasan Spiker. While I assume this is like a watching or something. I wish I could see the whole thing. Suspect was believed to have gone missing after last seen under a bridge, or with a man only known to us as the Candy Man. That's Sam Hyde. Suspect is also known to associate with someone who's chosen a lifestyle targeted by Deputy Fields. Oh my god, I love this. We need more of this.
No. Calm down, son. It's just a drawing.
I would say that Hasan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Yeah, Hasan has the political know-how. The same guy who before this conflict couldn't even locate Yemen on a map.
Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think nope.
Hasan was very well equipped.
Nope.
Yeah, so we talked about this last video. Hasan's just a complete moron, bro. I don't know how anybody would listen to this guy on politics, bro. He is so wrong about everything and claims to be some serious, like, on-the-ground political reporter when he sits on his ass at home.
When they asked you to denounce the crazy shit your former editor was saying, you guys ignored them.
Because they're trying to, like, paint themselves as the good guys. And they're saying, like, yeah, we strongly disavow things that are said, even about our enemies. We are the most immoral people on the internet. Unlike Ian and Anissa, who are fucking keeping to themselves.
What a fucking liar, dude.
But you guys weren't staying silent, dude. You made a tweet joking about the situation. Anissa was out there in Frogan's chat after the whole Twitter incident, and then you went out to make a statement about it on your podcast.
IDubbbz is kind of like that sneaky, disgusting, backstabby friend who pretends they're all about supporting you. Like they love to see you win. They're totally on your side. Meanwhile, behind your back, they're talking shit to everybody, actively sabotaging your relationships, sabotaging your opportunities, and just using every chance to make your life worse. And then they try and gaslight you. IDubbbz tried to pretend that he had nothing to do with this drama, as if he wasn't involved, but his tweets and actions obviously showed otherwise, which is why Ethan's actually mad. And the thing is, Ethan was proven to be right. He was right to suspect you because look at what you did. Look at who you partnered with. He was 100% correct, suspecting that you are involved in this weird anti-Semitic group. Then he brings up this golden clip of Anissa just defending the hollow against the Jews.
That's a really hard question, and I think if people are being 100% honest, they'd give you a different answer than what you're expecting. As terrible as the was, obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people, gay people, handicaps, twins. I think that's, and obviously they were obviously Jewish, or they did it on Jewish people. They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries through that experimentation.
I know it was horrible, guys, but of course Anissa would say something like that, right? No wonder this group really loves Hasan so much. It's all starting to make sense. They're just hiding their true character. All of their actions point to something very sinister and disgusting that I don't even want to go to. Anyways, then he talks about IDubbbz's silence.
Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship until you figure your shit out. And then maybe we can find a moment in time, I don't know how long it'll be, but a moment in time in the future where things are a little bit easier to broach.
Oh, excuse me. I was just talking to the Silence Through Witchcraft. I didn't hear anything about you wanting to pause the relationship, though. What I heard was that you let Hasan f your girlfriend while you watched. Not sure. Maybe I'm getting a bad read. Hold on.
You know, IDubbbz kind of acting like one of those TikTok girls. Like, my silence actually means that you should understand that I wanted Gucci. I can't believe you didn't read my mind and get me that designer bag. You're such a bad boyfriend. That's kind of how IDubbbz sounds right now. My silence means something, guys. Yeah, it means you like to sit in the corner in silence and watch, buddy.
This is your emotional dumping ground. It's horrible. This is not what podcasts are. Explaining to the people why we started this podcast. For me, that's one of the reasons is it's like, oh, I just need to sometimes dump a little bit, and just being like, all right, I'll dump, I think is like that's a satisfying thing for me.
So your podcast is an emotional dumping ground, but when Ethan does it and you don't like what he's dumping about, it's bad.
I'm not tweeting out because I'm not your fucking lapdog. That's why I'm not tweeting it out.
Well, by your logic, you just made an hour-long video defending Hasan and co. Doesn't that make you Hasan's lapdog?
Oh, no, not a lapdog. I prefer the term blood-sucking leech. Also, it's just insane how much IDubbbz has just been embarrassed with these hypocritical clips, bro. Like, only I'm allowed to dump my emotions on a podcast, actually. Oh my god, dude. I imagine, like, looking at these videos and seeing yourself get destroyed, like, in 50 hypocritical lies, like, back to back and back. Even Hasan, like, I don't know how you watch back any of these videos, man. If a normal person gets caught in a lie, you, like, start sweating, you start panicking, and you're like, oh my god, I messed up. Why did I do that? I'll try not to do that again. But these guys just keep going. It's like they're complete sociopaths. They don't care.
Also, you act like Ethan is some sort of anti-Palestinian voice. Like he's got some Ben Shapiro absolute Zionist level takes, when that is absolutely not the case. Believe it or not, you can be pro-Palestinian and anti-terrorist at the same time, and I believe most pro-Palestinian people are.
Whoa. Stop right there. Stop using nuance right now. It's hurting my pea brain. Wait a second. You're telling me I can support victims of a war without supporting terrorists? No, it's not possible. You gathered all 5 cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia, obliterate. Then he talks about H3's lawsuit. Basically, like Hasan and stuff are saying that you're abusing your rich power to silence people.
According to IDubbbz, demon mode refers to Ethan suing people, and this first example is Bad Empanada, aka George, who's already on the run for civil cases as it is. Bad Empanada absolutely deserves a lawsuit. He has knowingly and maliciously slandered Ethan and Hila, has absolutely been harassing Ethan and Hila, has wasted government resources in order to harass Ethan and Hila, and it's certainly easy to prove damages.
3 complaints for 3 people.
You are doing the classic rich asshole thing. You have a deficit of friends, you have a surplus of enemies. You feel really bad, you feel hurt, but you also have a surplus of money. So what can you do? You can use that money to bully and intimidate people.
No, Ian, person who's wealthy enough to run 2 charity boxing events despite the last one costing you $250,000 in debt that you had no problem paying off and starting a new one this year. Ethan is not a rich asshole for suing people that he feels with good evidence are slandering him.
Bro, if we're gonna look at lawsuits, the first person we need to look at is Hasan. He implied that Asmongold is a PDF file and killed his mom. He said Tectone is a rapist because of his dad. I feel like this qualify as intentionally false statements because he knows these are not true, but he says it anyways because he knows he can just get away with it.
That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich.
Someone's mad at the internet. Also, you gotta love this frame, right? He's screaming at Ethan for being filthy rich while he's got a gold tooth for fashion, looks like dog shit, and thousands of dollars worth of shitty tattoos. Should try to get a refund on that. Sitting in your basement filled with expensive boxing equipment and an arcade machine, talking to us on your expensive camera and lav mic. You have nothing to grandstand on, you cowardly, pathetic little.
Wow, IDubbbz is really picking up a lot of tips from Hasan here on being a hypocrite. Like, just last video, Hasan was crashing out over the $6,500 donation by Ethan, calling him rich. Meanwhile, Hasan in his $3 million mansion not donating a cent, right? And IDubbbz kind of doing the same shit, like, oh, Ethan, you're so rich. I mean, IDubbbz, you're supposed to be rich. Like, you have 7 million subscribers and OnlyFans girlfriend. You're supposed to be a multi-millionaire. I don't know what the hell happened with your money if you're like so bad at planning finances and shit like that you messed up your career and your life. That's not our fault. But don't worry, I think you'll be fine from the money you raised from the, quote, charity event. And also, I think Hasan will pay you a couple $1 million for the blowies. Then he talks about IDubbbz defending the infamous Hasan clip.
America deserved 9/11, dude. F it. I'm saying it.
Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
No, Ethan, those aren't jokes, right? When someone makes a controversial statement like that, that's not them trying to be funny. I can understand why you would conflate the two. That is someone who is extremely frustrated and passionate about a particular topic. In this case, American imperialism and passionate about a particular...
No, what the f is happening? He just defended the 9/11 cop. He just defended the 9/11.
Yeah, IDubbbz is so far gone. Like, Ethan even gave you guys a scapegoat, like, oh, it's an edgy joke, but you just admitted that it's not even a joke. You guys legit just love everything terrorist, it seems. Then he talks about the manipulative ending part of IDubbbz's video.
I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him because I think he deserves it.
This is definitely the most manipulative part of the video. Don't f***ing act like you care. This getting Ethan's enemies to say something nice. Like, after all the shit Denims has done, do you think Ethan really wants to hear, like, the chipper words from Denims? No.
Yeah, it obviously doesn't change anything. These words don't change what they've done. They don't try to apologize for any of the wrong things they've done. They're just empty words. It's kind of like stabbing someone in the back and saying, well, you're a pretty good person. I mean, okay, then why do you stab me in the back, you dumb piece of shit?
Being pro-Palestine or making charity events does not absolve you of criticism. And I can't find a person more worthy of criticism than IDubbbz.
All right, pretty solid video. Let's see what people are saying. This all could have been avoided if Ian just squatted 2 plates below parallel. The fact that some random 20k YouTuber managed to capture the essence of a content cop better than the dude who made content cop is insane. Bits, gags, goofs, gaffs. He may look different, but the content cop is back. This video has made more money for charity than Creator Clash. Repeatedly calling Ian Anissa's husband is one of my favorite running jokes of the video. I'm sold. Welcome new IDubbbz. Obviously, we're gonna need a couple more videos to decide on that, but anyway, shout out to Cameroon. Check him out for sure. Now click this video or you have to join IDubbbz in the buck chair. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.